The president of this great organization. What's on your mind as you?
I feel great,
Okay, sir.
feel honored,
Okay, sir.
feel elated that I'm about to step down and I'm trying to hand over to somebody. That's the job all the 8 years I've served. A good leader must have a successor. And for the past 3 or 4 years, I've been having plan for my successor. That at least somebody hand over to me. And somewhere else enjoyed himself without any problem. So myself, I pray to my God, God, give me that opportunity. Let me have a very good person that will take after me. So stepping aside is a good thing in life. I remember when I was coming on board, I came with turbulence. The journey was not cleared. A lot of persecutions, a lot of embarrassment as a result of name tagging about the union then. And for me, to be given this kind of encomium and accolades here and there. So I need to thank my God. So thank my parents that gave birth to me. The organization today is reformed, and like you witness what was going on in the hall. That is just the story of Maritime Workers of Nigeria. So to have come a long way to be where I am today, it is God and humbleness. When you humble yourself, you submit yourself before the authority, even before your cleaner. You should be humble to your cleaner. Talk less of the global trade that involve Maritime Workers of Nigeria and the port operations. That after the oil, we talk of the gateway to Nigeria economy, which is Nigeria Port Authority. So it's God. So I give glory to Almighty God for keeping me, that I'm going to witness handing over government to another government. That is in the next 10 days, we'll be having new executive. So I wake up in the morning and say, Alhamdulillah. I thank my God.
So how easy was it getting a successor? Because that's always a problem in transition.
Well, out of 12 children or 5 children you have, you will have known the one that is going to bury among them. You have known the type of children you have. All of them cannot behave the same time, the same way, the same whatever. Out of the contestants that are juggling for the office, I think I need to pick one. Out of 4, 5, or 6, we always have it rough in those days. Election of Maritime Workers of Nigeria is about to take place in 10 days. There was nothing like pattern of shooting gun, cutting head, killing, Mahim. This place, nobody passed this place. Our election is coming. And I say, yeah, we are doing the election in Lagos. You will have asked me, how do we come about that? What brought that reform? I will have been killed in this office. I was a treasurer here years back when election is about to happen. The man say no, that election will not take place. The small office that I have for my cashier there, we have to lock close to 13 of our members, the national officers, inside one small room. Because if they see them that very day, that's the end of every one of them. But today, the same place that I was for years back, came and said, look, that era of this thuggery, legalism of choosing a leader, we cannot do that. We represented international body. We are not local. So that awareness is what we have been passing to them, and I think choosing them was very easy for me, because the people that want to contest for the office of President General and the other offices, they are insider. They are not from outside, unlike before. If somebody is no longer in the office, and you still be claiming that you are a member of the union, the constitution is very clear. If you are not a card-carrying member of the union for 6 months, you cease to be a member. But it wasn't like that before. If you step aside, you still want to come back again. And I say, no, this my own regime, this my regime. No, we will not accept that kind of thing again. So God have helping me and helping the system, because I have responsible leaders, executive under me, that understand the way the game was before and the way the game is now. That we should not rock the boat. We should not allow tribal settlement, crisis to continue to engulf the system. So choosing by Cesar is very easy, because I align with all the contestants. I say, my friend, I know you have worked with me. Why don't we give a trial? Because in our constitutions, we have what we call rotational. And Nigeria Port Authority was the first to produce, Dock Workers was the first to produce President General, followed by NPA, then followed by me. So the two Dock Workers have produced 2 times. NPA have produced 1 time. Okay, let's look for seafarers and shipping that have not been producing any President General. Has not pick one. Say, well, let me start from seafarer. Yes, there's no way to dispensize anybody not to contest. Is there in the constitution? If the elder said this is what we are to do, and somebody say no, the constitution permit the person to go and conduct. For the office. So those are the things we did. So we already picked somebody from seafarer, and the other people said they want to contest. And I told her, I said, look, you that is from MPA, there's no how you want to pick from again. Go down for another office. We can accommodate you for another office. But somebody can pick from against you. So you that want to come from Dockers cannot even do that, because I'm their sitting President General. So somebody will not pick for. The whole world will be looking at us as if they don't know what we are doing. So what happened to other children? So that's why we pick seafarer for now. After the seafarers must have finished his tenure as President General, then the last person, that's the shipping, will come in. They have a very good opportunity to produce other leaders after the man that is about to be elected into the office next week.
Okay. At the time you contested then, were you not really worried that the heavy assignment you had before you of being President General?
I think I've worked with various leaders. I worked with Chief Ogunleye, who happened to be my mentor, my father, the man who brought me to this limelight of being a unionist, said Chief Ogunleye. And he was one of the toughest presidents we have in those days. Spent close to 14, 15 years in the office when we were having amalgamation of trade union movements. All the other unions that have been separated. We are not matched now. So somebody that starts from grassroots, you should know what to do when you are giving leadership. If I'm not a carpenter, there's no I'm going to become a furniture man, because I'm a worker and a dock worker per se that have worked under various leaders. So I think I must have gained 1 or 2 experience from them. That was what helped me. Because I started from labor. From labor, I rose to operations manager. There's no job I've never done in the port. So it's God that gave me that opportunity, the experience I use in piloting the affairs with all my leaders. I work with Oguleye, I work with Chief Rabo, I work with Ukamna. So Tony, who happened to be my brother, the mother hand over to me, because that is where the reform started from. It started from him, proper reform, after Irabo left, because Irabo came in with a lot of a crisis then when the port was to be concessioned into private hands, and close to 13,000 workers in MP lost their job. So he came in at the wrong time, but he was able to manage it with the support of God. So, and I was the treasurer under him that period. So I've gone past through all the offices, so I know how it works, from unit to president to national treasurer, then president general of the Maritime Workers from Nigeria. So I have the little experience that I can use to manage this office. Like before, this is not the way our secretariat look like. So we have to do it to give this facelift. So if you are representing your workers in an international body, you need to let them know that yes, you are no longer the name Tage Agbero. So the union is reformed. We are reformed to standard, and then we can compare with our counterparts all over the world.
So many things, and you serve on so many bodies. And how do you juggle all of those with?
And when you have God, you have everything. God is the one that is juggling all those things for me. And I coming from the background I came from. My father was a military man, a highly disciplinary person. So he died in 1976. That was what gave birth to me to be a worker in the port. So it helps you to be disciplined. You be disciplined. If Mr. Ismail is here now, and I'm working under him, I need to learn the good side of him. The bad side might be good for him. People might be thinking he has a bad side. It might be good for me. So I apply the good, the bad, and ugly together. And it helps me to juggle here and there. So if I have meeting, now I've been seeing some message coming now from NSITM. So it's God. So I hold that into Almighty God. Has been giving me the opportunity. There are some people that will get this kind of opportunity. They will mess it up. Because where is the experience coming from? But he wasn't a worker in the first place, and you want to become president of dock workers. How do you manage the dock workers when you have been given that opportunity? But because I started from grass to grace, so I know the four arms of this port. So, and I can tell you operationally what is going on in all the ports. So it is because I was involved. If I wasn't involved, there's no way I'm going to know what is happening in Tinker Island, Upper Port, Port Harcourt, Calabar, Bayelsa. I won't know anything. And I was given a mantle of leadership as the president of that particular branch called dock workers. How am I going to work? Because the experience is not there. If they saw down they saw down Port Harcourt now, and the port manager of Port Harcourt called me, that your boss have sold down the port. The first thing I will ask from the port manager is that, what is the problem? What happened? But somebody who is not a dock worker, who doesn't know anything, he will say, yes, I'm coming to resolve it. What are you resolving? You first ask from the port manager, what is the problem? Is it about their welfare? If you say, yes, about their welfare, fine. What happened? Who is there to pay them their right? So it's important on how you started your career under a particular person. Example is my brother here now, that he has worked under you. So if he has done bad to you, all the names calling, you'll have your memory will have gone, say, this guy, one of my employers, this is what he did to me. But he has done good. And that good that he has learned from you has paved way for his success of today. That's what people fail to realize. So me, I humble myself and I respect people a lot. So it helped me to respect. When I respect you, I will give you what you want. But sometimes when you disappoint me, I will pay back. Because I don't look for trouble when there's no trouble. But if you trouble me, I will trouble you. So it gave me an opportunity to manage this sensitive office. Because I will options. I dialogue. I believe in dialogue. Because why am I looking for trouble when the troubles can be resolved between the two of us or three of us? It is when you now say, yes, you cannot agree with me, then we can declare trade dispute. So all the stakeholders know the way we handle our affairs. Does it degenerate into crisis? We manage it. If there's threatening, we threaten. We give ultimatum. Ultimatum is not a suicider. It's for an awareness between employer and employees, so that everybody will correct themselves. So those are the things I learned from my leaders. I learned the good side, the bad side, and the ugly side. So, and I weigh all options. That I know where I came from. I'm from Oyo. And when you have a royal lineage, you'll be able to manage the palace properly. So that one too is working for me. So I need to thank God for everything.
I also want to know, sir, are there areas that you think we can still work on that will help the maritime sector if government maybe provides level of support and involvement?
That's for the union?
Yes, for the union.
Yeah, our union is opened, and we cannot do it alone without not supporting from the government and even stakeholders. You are interviewing and you want to know who am I and how is the future going to look like after I step aside. Yes, the role everybody is playing is, yes, they want to associate with Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria. It might be because of me or because of you, sir. If you don't send me out, nobody knows me. So all of us need to work together. We should be our brother's keeper. We should know what we're doing. So to me, we will continue to support the system. We continue to support the government. We don't have another country called Nigeria. We don't have another country called Nigeria. It's our country. Let's salvage it together. Let's help ourselves. Let's be our brother's keeper. Not until when we die in silence. Somebody will not say, yes, so sorry. I didn't know you have a problem. If you have a problem, you tell somebody that is beside you who can be of assistance. It makes you to move forward.
The maritime sector, like we said, is a very important sector in the economy. Do you think we've utilized all the avenues and opportunities that exist in that sector to make it a vibrant one to look at?
Thank God I have a guru here who has been underdog all the stakeholders in the industry. And he know the stand of Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria. We just got in a blue economy minister now, where I believe is an old wine in a new bottle. We other minister of transportations. Now it has been given it has been divided. Okay, go and manage the blue economy. It's not about blue, it's about the economy that they are talking. There are a lot of something that the government can tap from that sector. The agric is there. We have fishing trawlers. We have so many things that we can tap. And the union have been propagating, we have been making support to the government that, yes, all is still not well. If you are a minister, you need to minister well. If you are a governor, they say you should governor well. So, to me, the Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria, we have expanded our scope beyond supporting government. We'll be supporting them. We'll be giving them advice. We have been telling them how to move forward. And I believe the new minister is trying his best. I'm not speaking for him, but he's trying his best because to be a minister of port, you know what it means. Because any small thing, if he's not doing it properly, the whole we talk bad about him. But he has come trying to change the face of maritime worker. I mean the port operations. So, and recently they've appointed another MD of MPA who is an insider. It had more value to bring a politician to come and become an MD of MPA who is a cobbler. We are not repairing shoes here inside the port. It's a global trade that involves international body. And you did not employ somebody who is an insider who knows the job proper. So it's a job of reason after Chief Adebayo Sarumi, if I'm not mistaken, he was an insider and he did wonderful. They now brought another person who happened to be a technocrat who knows the job. He's a PhD holder, and he started his career as a youth corper. Now he's now managing director of Nigeria Port Authority. What do you expect? He's going to perform if given him an opportunity to perform. So, and if you look at the port, our port is like an old port that needs new face so that they can compare with the international body. You go to Port of Egypt, they are not as big as our port here, but look at their infrastructure. Look at what is going on there. Go to Cotonou here, Cotonou. They are not up to Lagos State in terms of populations. Look at their ports. Go to Warri, our own port. Nothing is there. It's an ancient port. Calabar, the dredging of Calabar can take as many big vessels, but because of the shallow, the whatever of the dredging, they did not dredge it for years. Bigger vessels cannot go there. Are we not losing some lot of revenue because we say we want to generate more revenue? It is the port. The oil now has been taken over by the cartel, the cabals. So they are now regulating us how to buy fuel in our own country. What happened to refineries? What happened to Kaduna refinery, Port Harcourt? We're only seeing on pages of newspaper. You say, yes, our refinery is working. And the price is still going up. So it is Dangote now that is regulating our fuel in this country today. If government have not given that license, where will the Nigeria will have been getting fuel from? So for government say no more subsidies. We are now the poor man are the ones suffering it. The rich are still continue to be richer because they know the way they always pay for their ways.
Sir, can you tell us a bit about your growing up years? Where were you born? Where did you grow up?
I was born in Oyo. I'm from Oyo, Alafin, the Atiba local government, and I started all my life from different states. Because my father was a soldier from one barrack to the other, but I never enjoyed him because that time my mother advised me because I wanted to go and uh, have this thing in NDA. So my mother just called me one day and said, "Look," he said, "Your father is a soldier. He killed so many people during the war. Do you want the scene of those people that he killed along with his boss to revisit you?" So I changed. So I have to come back to Lagos. So I attended St. Timothy's College, Ojuwe Public School in Mushi. So all my life is in Lagos. All my life. So today, the story have changed because what brought all of us here is circumstances. The circumstance of you didn't have anybody to take care of you when you lost your dear ones. And all of us found ourselves inside the port through one of my uncle who brought me. That was February 26, 1976. And my first port of call was Boy 6 in Anchorage, where a poor boy who doesn't know anything from his left have to be on board that vessel. And you have to use a rope before you enter the vessel. And I tried. So my brother said, yes, you have the experience. I spent 3 months there. I didn't go home. I didn't come down. So my mother, who happened to be a widow, was where is got no phone, nothing to communicate. So and how much was paid? Because I made the job 1.29 naira daily paid 1.29 naira. If you work on Saturday, Sunday, it's 3.29 or 3 or 4 naira for Comrade. So this is me, sir. All my education and everything is inside this spot. My international exposure is inside this spot. So I did not. I encourage myself and I empower myself.
And what kept you going? What gave you the confidence to continue to?
It's God. It's God. Because when you associate yourself with like people with like mind, people that are very intelligent, you keep moving. But when you join the bad side of people, you'll be a bad person. I was into all those. So life have taught me so many things. Life have taught me how to be good, but I don't like the bad side of life. But I've tasted it. When you don't have a parent that's supposed to have made you to be recognized when you are alive, and you become a nuisance to yourself, that's the bad side of life I don't like. To lose your breadwinner at a tender age or small age, that is bad life. No more companions. Even when you lost your parents at a small age, life is not going to be the same until when God intervenes. So somebody like me, I've tasted all those things. So my humility, my being humble to people is because I've tasted the bad side of life. And I know how it happened. That for 10 years, I have no job inside this port. And I was sent away as a result of unionism. And the one that asked me to leave the port then is now with me. So he's my leader. Because we are many that are sent out of the port as a result of our elections. You know, somebody is coming to take over. He knows what I'm saying, Mr. Ismail knows what I'm saying. You know him, it's a popular name. Usoji Okamna. Today we have brought him back. We are together. He's our leader. He's one of the founding father of Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria. 10 good years. If you are hearing port, it's like you are going to US. They won't allow you to enter port because you are not supporting them. And if they see you to be an aggressive person, you are in trouble. Two people cannot stand and start talking. They say you are trying to overthrow government. So I faced all those kind of a thing in life. So when I came back, I said, no, it's a free world. Freedom of belonging, freedom of associations. The law is very clear. So I think it helps me because I've tasted bad life. All my life is mushy. Ojuwe, for somebody to attend Ojuwe public school, that's the key, Ojuna side. So from there, St. Timothy's College before I started enroll for higher institution. So this is me today. And I stay at Ilukweju for years. That's the corridor of power in Mushi. Yes, this is Idioro, this is Akala, this Akala is even the other side of the world. So that's tasted life. But today, we are tasting the good side of life so that we can encourage and empower people to be more better, to be more better than to be bad person. So those are the things.
Any regrets?
I regretted losing my father and my mom. As you're asking me, I don't know whether you still have one. If you don't have one, we are orphans. You know how painful for you to lose your aged parents. The love is no longer be there. Forget about my wife, I love you, I love you. The real love is from your parents. The real love comes from the parent to the children. Look at the children we're having today. 70% of the love they say they have is for their mother. 30 is for the father. All these digital children we're having today. Yes, it's their mother. They will plan coup against you as a father. If you have one among them that is very caring, they tell you they are plan coup against you. Don't talk. So those are life. So to me, that is regret. That is the only regret that I have. The time my mother supposed to enjoy me. I have an edifice for her. I build house. I do everything. The year that she's supposed to pack to the house, I lost her. So that was my. Anytime I went to her burial ground and I saw the house, the people inside the house, I always say, well, it's not their fault. If my mama were to be alive, will you be? So it pains me to lose my mom because she's my second God. After the real God I didn't know and I didn't see, people have been saying God, God, God. But my own mom, my own mother, is my God because she's the one that made me to know this world. And if my father have not taught her, they won't know me. That's why our children today, they don't value with their father, they value their mama, they value their mother. And I think Those are the regrets I have in life. The other one, I leave it behind my God. So God have taken care of me. So I'm not rich, but I have people, and I know people. So it's like I'm rich. Because if you're a good person to good person will take care of you. So you can see the crowd. That's a small crowd. So I was in Port Harcourt. I was in Calabar. It's the same. It's the same. Because as a grassroots man, I did not disconnected from them. I closed 9 o'clock here in the night. And I resumed 7 to 8 o'clock sometime. And I have close to how many meetings? This morning I've gone out for meeting before I came in. So then I'm still going for another meeting. So I did not see the position to be anything to me. I see the position to be you are serving people. God see millions upon millions of people before He now identify you among all your colleagues. Some of my colleagues are still working on board the vessel that we started this struggle together. They are still working. And God now picked me out and said, go and head that place. Won't I sacrifice my life for them? So you talk of continue of serving for dock workers, for seafarer, for shipping, for MPA. I did it for them. That is why they don't want me to leave. And I said, look, I didn't have agenda of third tenure. I will not even change the constitution. Because God have given me time. This is the time for you to leave. This is the time for you to step aside. So, and I'm still within them. So, being an ITF Global Vice President, I'm with them. Deputy President of NS, I'm still with them. So, and thank God I'm still going to be part of their BOT. So, I'm still within the family. So, we'll do continue to give advice to the person that is coming to take over from me. It's like a son. And he's a very responsible guy. And he's a good negotiator. And I've seen it in him. He will do better than me because I pray that my children will grow more than me. Him is going to do more than me. That's my prayer for him. He's very sellable, very wonderful, marketable as well. He's not a marketer that we market the soul of the workers into the hands of the employers. I can vouch for him. Very disciplined and very believe in his word. So someone that been with me for many years, I should know his characters. So when I look at the constitution and I find out that among the two, let me pick him. Let's start from there. Because it can't be MPA dock workers affairs. It should be the other four affairs so that we can rotate it properly for equity and fairness and justice. So that you will not say, these people are reformed. So it's sellable, marketable, and will never disrupt the good things that our founding fathers have laid down. Because you need to build on it, you need to do more than we have done. Because very soon I'm going to be calling Fitra. So himself is on the lineage. So what you need to do is to do justice to the other one I was unable to what? To have finished. So, and we have a lot of projects at hand. ITF have given us a grant of close to 400,000 to 500,000 pounds to have a recreation, multi-recreation center for seafarers and dock workers in Nigeria today. It has never happened in the history of this union. So very soon we lay the foundation because we are looking for a centerpiece that is going to help us to house it. So it's a good project coming for us. And we have an estate in Okoko too that is going to continue from there. So we are good to go.
The counterpart in the senior staff gave you an award and a portrait. How do you feel about that?
I feel happy. I feel happy in the sense that a brother comrade was able to organize this befitting outfit and celebrating me today. I feel happy because that's never happened in the history of maritime workers of Nigeria.
Now, what message do you have for your successor to be able to fit into the big shoes you are leaving behind?
He will pardon it. You are there. when I was coming on board, they say my shoe or whatever. I say I will pardon that thing. So it's going to do the same. I know they must have learned from what happened today. That you celebrate your leaders when they are alive. Don't celebrate people when you know that their condition is bad. You now say, sorry, it was our boss before. This is an example of progress. This is an example of hard working, humility, humbleness, submissiveness. That's what you are seeing today. It's on record. The senior staff president have put Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria on their toes. That we should learn how to celebrate our leaders. All the founding fathers of this great union, there are more than how many, they were not celebrated. But for me, coming from the background of a dock workers branch and the senior staff, including the management of Nigeria Port Authority, to come and honor me here.
Two port managers.
Two port managers. Those are the key. If you are talking of port management in Nigeria today, the two port managers that came today are the most sensitive ports in Nigeria today. AGM, they were here just to honor this poor guy. So I think I thank God for today. And I will remain grateful to all the workers in the port, all the pressmen that came that have been very, very supportive of my administration. And I want to appeal to them this way, extend the hands of what they have done for me to my incoming President General. But it is not easy. It's not easy for people to come and honor you today. So yes, you have done well for them. So I do not think I have done bad. I was thinking I'm not doing well because this is me. Until today, when I was under emotion, I saw them talking about what I've done. I believe God asked me to come and work. And I don't put the segment of I want to enrich myself. Because I have the opportunity of saying, yes, this little terminal, shut down. This one, shut down. They will give me money. But today, the credibility will have lost. They don't mind that man. And you, pen pusher, you know the way you normally write your stories. Say that union, they have started. They want to bring Ukabna style of unionism. That discredited all the good job you have done. They have discredited you. But for senior staff, sir, to have organized all its ESCO, both Port Harcourt, Calabar, and everywhere, including the management of MPA to come and celebrated me here today. I think I thank my God. Alhamdulillah.
Now, aside being deputy president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, which is not as engaging as PG of Maritime Workers Union, what will you be doing after 10 days from now?
I will rest. Take a rest.
No farm work?
Align myself with my family that have lost me for years. My children, my grandchildren, I'll be able to sit down with them for that period. Then before I move out.
No plan to do agriculture?
Leave that one to God.
Okay. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.